One of the best questions someone asked me when I was really in the thick of things was, if you weren't sick, what would you be doing? And when she asked me this, it was almost like I was in a white, empty room. Kind of like this, actually. And then it shifted more towards rage and frustration. I couldn't believe that someone would ask me this. Couldn't she tell I was sick? And the more time I spent thinking about this and reflecting on this, it became very clear that in my attempt to get better, in my attempt to feel better, in my attempt to heal, I had no idea who I was. I had no such thing as hobbies or pleasurable activities just for the sake of it, because the majority of my day purely focused on survival, research, trying to find anything to feel better. And if this resonates with you, there's no shame, because if you think about the positive intention, something in you so badly wants to find a way out of the suffering so that it starts to consume you. And the funny thing that happens is that the brain starts to learn, I will only be able to relax once I am healthy, and I better do everything in my power to get there, forgetting that actually the relaxation is a necessity in order to reach that health that you seek. So if you feel like you don't know who you are anymore, you don't know who you are without sickness, let's start here. So I want you to start just by taking a deep breath in and slowly exhaling. Really setting the intention to let the brain shift today. Being open to that. Not forcing it. Not gripping your way to a change, but being open. Maybe there's a new perspective we can take here. And if this is your first tapping sequence, well, welcome. If you've been tapping along with me for a while, also welcome. And all you need to do is repeat after me and tap on the points, and your body will literally do the rest. And on a scale of 1 to 10, before we start tapping, where would you rate the level of stress when you think about identifying as being a sick person and not knowing who you are anymore? Just knowing and noting where that is, and then repeating after me. Even though I don't know who I am anymore, I'm learning to find my way back. And even though all I can think about are my symptoms and how sick I feel, I'm learning to find my way back. And even though I'm scared that I have no idea who I am, I'm choosing to soften and gently figure out who I want to be. And as we move to this first eyebrow point, repeating after me. I don't know how I got here. I remember when I used to feel healthy. I didn't realize how lucky I was to feel healthy. And ever since I've gotten sick, it's all I think about. Is it the food that's making me feel this way? Did one of my infections come back? Is it my thyroid? And just noticing how I spiral into research, scrolling on Instagram. There's a part of me that so badly wants to feel better. And there's another part of me that, in trying to feel better, just feels stressed. I used to get so much joy out of being able to exercise and just feel free. But who am I if I can't do the things that I love? Am I just a sick person? And without repeating after me, just letting that question sink in. Am I just a sick person? And intentionally lean towards that question. And I'll answer it for you just to spark some reflection here. I'm not a sick person. Repeating after me. Yes, my body has symptoms. But in the same way that an ankle swells up when you break it, that's the body attempting to heal. So what if I'm not a sick person at all? What if I'm a person living in a body that is healing? And what if I forget who I am because I've spent all my time trying to fix myself? Always noticing how tired and awful I feel. And if I feel slightly okay, then I'm worried when I'm going to feel terrible again. But what if this is my opportunity? If I weren't always thinking about myself as a sick person, how do I want other people to remember me? And take a moment and think about the kind of people you like being around. Maybe they're really funny. Maybe they're so full of kindness and enthusiasm that you just feel good being around them. Maybe they're really generous and calming, and there's something about their spirit that you just love. And let's assume that they develop cancer or some serious condition. Can you still think of them for the qualities that you love and just being in a body that might have symptoms? With their sense of humor, with their enthusiasm, with their joy? Are they any less of a person because their body is working on healing something? So repeating after me, I want people to remember how bright I can shine even while my body is healing. I want people to remember how generous and kind I am. I want people to remember how good they felt around me. And if I don't have to be a sick person, but just a person with some symptoms, I'm working on them, I get to choose who I want to be. So I choose to be that kind of person that I want to be around. And I can still work on my health and be the best version of me. And what if the more I relax into being me again, the safer my body feels to get back to healing? So I let this sink in. I'm ready to participate in my life again. I'm choosing to let my body heal and not get in the way with all this stress. And I simply let time do the rest. Hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale through the nose. And then my favorite, let's do some horsey breaths. One more. I'm just noticing you and you alone can choose to identify with being a sick person or a person that's working on healing. And it's up to you. So if you don't know who you are anymore and all you think about is how sick you feel, let's take the smallest step and think, well, okay, I'm not quite sure who I am, but I kind of know how I want to feel. I kind of know how I want other people to feel around me. And without really knowing how to get there, start trying that on. Start stepping into that version of you and just see what happens. I'll leave it at that for today. Any questions, any feedback, feel free to reach me in the comments, message me, and I hope this was helpful. Enjoy.
Some scrub, Jay. We've got some planks, some learning, got some videos, some slippers.